Suzy. I'm from Houston. Been in Austin area about 10 years now. Suzanne, my real name. Suzy McNoozy. Suzy McNoozy, the floozy with the broken jacuzzi. AKA Froggy. AKA Frog. AKA The Frog. AKA Frogalicious. I don't know, I have so many nicknames. Suze. Hey you. All of these work for me. Yeah, so I don't want to waste people's time. Go out with me, meet me, maybe money on a drink or ice cream. I like adventure states, so you could take me on a zip line tour or on a boat, or these are expensive things. Wasting your time, wasting your money, wasting maybe my money. I'll go Dutch, I don't care. So I decided to make a video about me, be myself, weird and awesome all at the same time, so y'all can kind of get a little taste of who I am, what I'm like. I'm a total nerd. I'm very open-minded. I'm very independent. I like to make up songs. I like to make up dances. I love to dance. You can two-step. Like, we gotta go out at least once as friends. So I'm the first person on the dance floor. I know all the dances. I can dance well. I can dance silly. I like to mix them up so people don't get too intimidated. You can dance, you're scared to dance with you. Like, dancing is not about what you look like. Dancing is about what you feel like and what you're feeling on the inside, and just letting it come out in whatever like way it comes out, whether it looks sexy or goofy or silly or what, you know. It's about just like, I don't even know how to explain dance for me and what it does to me, but I mean, like, I dance in my head when I'm not physically dancing, like make up moves and choreograph dances. But yeah, I would love to find somebody who can two-step or is willing to learn. I honestly have back problems, so I can't dance like hardcore, like too much. But I want to learn, what is it, country swing? Western swing, Texas swing, something like that. That's like a two-step swing type dance. I would like to learn it. I totally believe in true love. I say that I'm spiritual. I'm not religious. So I kind of like pick and choose what I want from all religions. I've been checking out shamanism right now. I have some Native American heritage, so it interests me. But ultimately, I don't really believe in anything. I believe there's a lot of possibilities. You know, there could be more dimensions. Like maybe we're reincarnated. I think that's a possibility. So if you think I'm crazy or weird, don't waste your time. I don't think it's weird. I think it's possible. I don't think that you have to decide in this life that you believe in this thing, otherwise that thing won't happen. Working on the soul, working on who you are as a person. I like to improve and grow. If you're the kind of person who tries to be a better person all the time, we might get along. If you are like stagnant, stuck in this point in your life, you know, we all get stagnant at times. We all plateau. You know, we're not always climbing and trooping. Sometimes we backslide and it's like, no, what the fuck is happening to my life? But backslide based on what? Societies. You need to have a house and kids and a career. I have my own. My brother died a year ago, and this last year has been chaotic. I've not been taking care of myself mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, none of those things. I believe in kindness. I believe in being kind to people, and I believe that everyone is struggling. Everybody has stuff that they're dealing with or not dealing with, avoidance. It's important to be kind to each other because we're all going through the same shit. Everybody's got anxiety or depression or, you know, hopes and dreams that they've never realized, or, you know, stress or pressure from this person or from society to be a certain way. We're all in this boat together, and I believe in connecting with people as much as you can. You know, toxic people are a no-go. You have to want to help yourself. It's good to have people for support and encouragement, but ultimately we have to depend on ourselves. Ultimately, we're the only ones who can make any sort of change, live our lives the way we want. It's up to us. It's up to each one of us as individuals to do that. I love Buc-ee's, let's be real. It's yummy and delicious. And what else do I want people to know about me? This is me without makeup. This good angle. Hi. I think I look kind of like me with makeup, but sometimes I think I don't. But sometimes I think I look better in this lighting. It's great for my skin. I don't talk like this all the time. Sometimes I mumble, sometimes I talk real fast. People love them some Buc-ee's. Well, them buck teeth, some Buc-ee's.
take him to bed, that's all. And I never saw him as a threat until you disappeared with him to have sex, of course. It's not like we were both on tour. We were staying at the same hotel floor, and I wasn't looking for a promise or commitment, but it was never.
I've tried a few different dating apps. I'm pretty much only on Bumble. I'm not looking for a hookup. I'm looking to date, but not jump into a relationship. I'm not about that life either.
Couple weeks, I only want to see her. We drink away.
I just took the cutest pictures of my dog, by the way. I love dogs. I'm a dog person, if you can see by the paw on my shirt. I have a half German Shepherd, half Lab. She's black and tan. She's beautiful. She's smart. She's cuddly and soft, and she likes to swim, and I like to swim. I love dogs. I hope you have a dog. I might judge you by the kind of dog you have, because I like big dogs. Who likes yappy dogs? Not me. But sometimes you can have small dogs and then be cool as shit. I'll try not to judge you. I'll try to get to know your dog if you have a bitch dog. But you should probably have a German Shepherd or a Lab, an Australian Shepherd, a Sheltie, Hound Dog, Pinschers, Rottweilers. I'm not a fan of pit bulls or that looks like that kind of breed. I'm just not trying to live that life. I'm not trying to explain to every single person that my dog won't kill them. I'm not trying to explain to every apartment complex you can barely get a damn German Shepherd in. If you have a pit bull, like, this is a long conversation. I'm gonna try not to go on to a long tangent. My dog sleeps in my bed. I mean, she sleeps wherever she wants to sleep, but she sometimes sleeps in my bed. That is non-negotiable.
4 cities, 2 planes the same day.
I'm a clean person, not tidy. Things get cluttered. It drives me crazy. I don't even like clutter. I'm also a very visual person, so if I don't see the things I need to use, I'll forget to use them. So I just leave things out a lot. I'm a chick. I have lots of bags. I'm always prepared, though. I was a Girl Scout for 13 years. Still buy them Girl Scout cookies, Thin Mints, peanut butter patties, what you know. So yeah, I like to be prepared. I keep EpiPen on me at all times. A knife, a flashlight, a taser. My car is usually loaded down full of camping gear. I like to camp. I like to be outdoors. I like to kayak. I like yoga. I like surfing. I've been to the surf park until they upped the price by like 30-something%. And then I was like, no thanks. I'll drive to Waco and use their better surf park for less money. I love the sun. I love Hawaii. I've been to Maui 3 times and Oahu 1 time. Eventually I want to move out there. Maybe, hopefully. But right now I live on like the southwest side of town, so I'm close to the lake, near South Austin. I'm near downtown. I'm kind of close to everything. I like it.
4 months until I pass.
I like music. I like all kinds of music except for like metal. I listen to a lot of rock alternative, Foo Fighters, Chili Peppers. I like some of the newer rock stuff, like reggae. I like pop. I like classical. I like country. I said rock, rap, R&B. 90s rap and R&B was where it was at though. But the 90s was the best, let's be real. I'm 33 years old. I'm a Scorpio. Rawr. Y'all don't drive in the left lane. If you ain't going fast, like get in the right lane. Just be nice to people. God. I like to be very dramatic, just more for like expressing myself, maybe a little bit of attention. Just me interacting with people. Sometimes I'll be a dick too. Sometimes I really am being dramatic. But if you like react well, I'll like totally laugh and let you know that I'm being silly. But if you react badly, I'll like poke a little bit more, act like I'm being serious. But either you really like me or you really don't. You're not gonna hang out with me if you're like, she's okay. If you don't think I'm fucking awesome, then don't spend time with me. And I'm not gonna spend time with you if I don't think you're awesome. I mostly drive the speed limit unless I'm running late. I'm kidding. I'm from Houston. I drive like a freaking maniac. No. I believe in the Austin life and like taking things slow. I try to go like take it easy and stress-free and good vibes. Anyways, I talk to myself. I record myself or not record myself. Well, if you don't know what the Greenbelt is, like, and you've lived here for more than 2 years, where have you been? Barton Springs? Zilker? How do you not know what the Greenbelt is? Who do you hang out with? That's another thing, guys. Let's talk about first dates. Oh, yes. I'm about to put my hair back for this one. First of all, personally, do not like to be kissed on a first date. Nigga, I don't know you. Putting your lips on me, putting your body next to me, Maybe we do have a good connection. Maybe we are vibing. Just like, it's really intimate for me. okay? But that's how I feel about guys who try to kiss me on the first date. I'm just like, huh. Did y'all like that face? Huh. And I've told guys, and they'll still do it. Like, no, I'm the exception. Look at me, I'm the exception. I promise you're not. I don't like to be kissed on the first date. Wouldn't it be better for you to hold off and leave me lingering or wanting more? If I was that petty and that insecure, offended because you didn't kiss me on the first date, would you want to be with that kind of girl anyway? So yeah, sex on the first date's obviously not gonna happen. You can throw that one out the window. I've been on those dates and I'm just like, I have a headache, I need to go home. And we shouldn't even do that as female. I should be like, no, I do not want to sleep with you. I'm gonna go. Have a good night. And it should be as simple and polite and respectful as that. Dinner, honestly, don't like to eat in public that much. In general, I just don't. It's weird, I know. I'd rather get it to go and sit here and scrub in my car as fast as I can, like a pig, where nobody can see me. I'll eat in restaurants. It's not my favorite thing. Just like a bunch of strangers looking at me while I eat, and me sitting across from you, like there's no other interaction besides I say things, you say things, I say things, you say things, ha 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 ha, maybe we laugh, I don't know, but it's just such an awkward thing. And I sign a lot because I'm a sign language interpreter. I know American Sign Language. Yes, I know you can probably spell your name, that's great. I hope you're willing to learn. I don't want to get too personal, but I don't want to be too surface either, you know. I want to have some depth to the conversation, but not be personal. I don't know. It can get personal. I rather go personal than not. You know, there's some things about myself that I wait to let people know, or wait to like let people find out and see who I am. And I don't know, there's things it's not easy to be like, I'm a generous person, I'm very sweet, or I'm an asshole. You know, like those are things you find out about people over time. Like, I haven't had any real bad experiences on these dating apps. I've had some funny experiences where a couple guys made a profile or something, had me like 10 other girls show up for this date and they didn't show. I thought it was hilarious. We all figured it out. I was obviously the first one to figure it out because I'm intelligent-ish. I have average intelligence, guys. I'm not that intelligent. I'm smart because I've studied and gone to school and have education, but I'm not that intelligent. I'm average IQ, guys. Which, wouldn't you like to know that I'm not below level? Myers-Briggs personality test. I'm an FJ, I believe. Extrovert. I forget. F, feeling. J, judging. ENFJ. Is it ENFJ? So, only like one bad experience with a guy who tried to like dog shame me and tell me I was a bad dog mom when he'd never met me. He didn't know how my dog lives. She's spoiled as fuck. Let's be real. Oh yeah, I swear like a sailor sometimes. I try not to in public or in front of certain people, but it just happens. I can't always help it. And I don't think it's classy, but I just don't care that much. You know, I'll rein it in when I need to in certain settings. So this guy shamed me for being a bad dog mom. He told me I was probably a whore, or loose is what he said. Loose. Are you kidding me right now? He called me loose because I said I partied. Yeah, I go to parties. I talk to people. I swim. I go on slides. I'm not wasted. I actually don't drink very much alcohol. I have a beer or a glass of wine, but I'm not really into drinking, honestly. It makes me tired. So I just don't drink. I haven't, you know, I'm not an alcoholic. I'm not like sober life, straight edge, if you will. Totally fine with you drinking. Please don't ask me. Please don't ask me if it makes me uncomfortable, because it doesn't. I go to bars. I have family and friends who all drink. I go to clubs sometimes. But partying for me is just socializing and having a good time. And there's probably music involved. So if I say I'm partying, it means I've been having a good time. It doesn't mean I've been getting wasted and slutting it up. But thank you, judgmental asshole. Thank you very much for judging my life based on my word choice. So if you're listening, I'm really glad that came out like pretty early. I would have wasted a lot of time with you. Oh my god, I don't believe in indoor dogs. The fuck is wrong with you? I don't believe in outdoor dogs, but that's another story, another subject for another day. I'm so stupid, y'all. I'm like watching myself and I'm like, you're so stupid sometimes. I love it though. I think it makes people feel good sometimes when they know that I'm just as silly as they are. These are my favorite sunglasses. Sunglasses? glasses. I have them in multiple colors. They're all the free giveaway glasses. I don't pay for sunglasses. All my sunglasses were free. I have not spent money on sunglasses in quite a while. I did promotional work. This is say Kentucky on it. I worked for Kentucky 1 year, 2011, so I've had these since 2011. Woo! I did promotional work for like Jack Daniels, Southern Comfort. I used to work for 104.1 KRBE in Houston, Texas. I should probably do like my whole like shortened life story minus all the varied lows. I've been through some shit. I've been through pain and trauma and emotional ups and downs, and I still feel lucky, you know. I always feel like it could be worse. I love meditation. It's really like helps with my stress level and headaches and all kinds of stuff. And just being relaxed and present, you know, and stop like looking backwards or looking forward or worried about the future and the past, because I do believe that you'll see these silly quotes and stuff all the time about like living in the present moment, and I believe in that. You know, we shouldn't miss any of this. And I think it's funny when people are like, blah, 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 you take too many pictures. Okay, well, first of all, I had an ex delete all my pictures. Second of all, I'm in pain a lot, and photography gives me something to do. And it's just like another art form, you know? Like, you paint a lot, you record a lot, you play music a lot. Yeah, I like photography. I have an expensive camera. I hardly use it. I'm not great with cameras. I'm not great with photography, but I enjoy it. And I enjoy messing with the lighting or the coloring or whatever, and getting good pics of my dog and my friends and making memories. And I feel like that I'm in the moment. I feel like that helps keep me present because I'm watching what's happening right now. You should own a vehicle. Motorcycles are cool, but I'm not trying to ride on one all the time. And I need your ass to pick up groceries every once in a while. I don't know why I'm talking like that. I don't know. You should have a job that pays your bills. I don't need you to make a lot of money. I'm not a gold digger. If you're a millionaire, that'd be cool, but you're probably stuck up. You probably got it from your family, or they give you the money. And there's a lot of these like pretentious people out there, and I'm not into that. I'm not into flashy cars. I mean, I like big houses. There's certain things that I'm just like not into spending money on. You know, we all have different ideas about how you should live your life, or what you should believe in, or how you should approach things, or what kind of perspective you should have. You should have a positive perspective. If you want to hang out with me, if we're going to get along, you should have a positive perspective. And I'm more of a, it is what it is, and you can either choose to look at the negative side of things, or you can choose to look at the positive. You can choose to look at both and just not let the negative shit affect you, or let it affect you for a minute, you know, like have your time, your minute, your hour, your day, your week, whatever you need for whatever fucked up situation just happened, and take your time to grieve or be sad or disappointed or whatever. Like, we all have a right to go through all of these emotions, but don't stick with it, you know? Like, no, like, hey, I'm gonna look at the positive stuff, but I need to like deal with this negative stuff first. But ultimately end up on the positive side of like, hey, this is what I learned, this is what I experienced. So I'm not a pessimist, I'm not an optimist. I'm deal with your shittest. Deal with all the negative stuff. Deal with all your emotions about the negative stuff, and move on. I believe that everyone deserves to experience happiness and love and fulfillment. Guys, you deserve that shit, but you gotta deal with your negative shit or you're never gonna get there. Just remember that you're a fighter. Like, that's what I try to remember. I have to remember it sometimes when I'm like broken down. I've been through a lot of shit, and I try to remember that when I go through hard stuff, to be like, okay, hey, you've been through hard things, you're gonna get through this too. You got a fighter in you somewhere to pull it out, let it shout. But again, think about, you get to lay in bed and watch me act a fool on camera for your entertainment instead of spending money on me, spending time, getting dressed, getting showered, going out, worried about looking a certain way or talking a certain way. Like, I hate all that. It's just, and that's another thing, group dates, bam. Back to first dates. If you want to show me who you are, do you think that sitting across from each other at a table or next to each other at a bar is going to really show me who you are? It's not. We're going to waste more time. So, like, invite me out with your buddies, like your 2-3 closest friends. That's who we should all hang out with. And I'll bring my 1 or 2 closest friends, and maybe they'll, you know, like, hook up or, like, have an attraction between 2 of them. Or maybe you'll be attracted to one of my friends more than me. Whatever. Group dates, like, yeah. I had some guys who were like, what? Oh my god. It's like, you must be really fake on first dates then, because if you're not willing to go out with your friends and just be yourself and just, you know, joke around. I like hanging out with dudes. I have a lot of girlfriends, but I have a lot of guy friends. I like a chill, good vibe, everybody have fun, laugh, talk, whatever. It just gives you more people to interact with, and it gives you more ways to show off your true self and who you really are inside. Don't you feel cool? Don't y'all like it how I talk about feelings and emotions? But you don't, because you're probably uncomfortable and have no confidence and don't think about that shit like most people. Here I am being a pessimist real quick for your entertainment. Yeah, this is me being dramatic. I like to flirt. Like, I'm a flirty, I would say flirty, because that's what I feel like a lot of people call it, but I'm just like a fun person. I like to like interact with people, and some people see it as flirting, but then I'm flirting with chicks too, because I do this to chicks and guys. And I'm good at understanding what people are saying or how they're feeling based on body expression and tone of voice, because I'm a sign language interpreter, which means I also listen to people talk all day long. So I know by tone of voice, facial expression, and stuff like that, how you're feeling or responding to me. I can tell when people aren't responding well. So I'll scale it back, or I'll like move on to somebody else. I mean, there are times when I miss things, you know, but some people have ways they want people to interact with them. What's important is that we know our insecurities and know ourselves fully, so we can try to avoid the negative effects of having those insecurities. I would say that I'm a perfectionist, so that's like annoying to myself and other people. I am not about avoidance. I don't like big, drawn out, dramatic, angry things. Do I sometimes go there? Yeah, I'm a fucking chick. Like, sometimes I flip out. Sometimes I get a little more emotional than maybe the situation calls for. But most of the time, I keep a level head. And at the same time, like, what I think something calls for and what you think something calls for might not be the same, you know? And guys are like, I don't understand. Like, why are you upset? I don't even know what it did. Like, and then we can go to the whole, guys don't believe in apologizing if they didn't do something wrong. That's so cute. It's so cute. They are so naive. Oh man, like, things can go wrong, situations can go wrong, and you apologize for your part in them, or you apologize that it happened, or you apologize whatever for, you know, there being misunderstandings or hurt feelings, but it doesn't mean you're admitting fault. Okay guys, like, please get that through your head. Apologizing to someone is not admitting fault. It's saying, whoa, I'm sorry that you're feeling the way you feel. Like, I do not want you to feel that way, and I am empathizing with you in this moment. I try not to do public things, and because I am sometimes guilty of being a little more emotional than necessary, I try to hold on to things for 24 hours, and not like hold on to it and stew over it, but like, I write things in my phone, I'll put it down and just like hold on to it. I'll think about it later, like, you know, am I being sensitive? Is this like bringing out an insecurity in me? You know, then I'll try to find the appropriate time to talk about it. And that's how I think arguments or conflicts or anything like that should be handled, is in like a mature, respectful, appropriate way, not in yelling, not in like aggressive ways, and not in passive aggressive ways. Am I sometimes a little guilty of being passive aggressive? Yes, I am. I've done it. And that's when I'm just like upset, and I like don't want to admit that I feel embarrassed or ashamed or like hurt. You know, sometimes it's hard to admit these emotions, and so, you know, I'll lash out sometimes, or I'll be passive aggressive. And, you know, I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. I don't expect you guys to be perfect. I want just somebody who's trying to be a better person though, and trying to take care of themselves and their loved ones, and like, who give a shit about life. A positive inspiration or influence, or just force in life and for those people around them. If you're just causing negativity and spewing negativity and toxicity and complaining and like, ooh, I don't need to be around that. Like, I do not. Those people, I can't even. I think we're getting close to me wrapping this up. I like to travel. I don't spend a lot of money on cars, clothes, makeup, any of that. I spend all my money on traveling. I went to Costa Rica last year. I went to Cancun this year. Like I said, I've been to Hawaii several times. I went on I got to interpret a cruise. This is a sign for interpret. There's my dog. Oh, there's my dog. There's my baby. Look at you. Aren't you my princess? You're so cute. That's my girl with her cute bandana. Cruise, Cozumel. I'm not a huge fan of Mexico, but the water's pretty. Belize and Honduras. So, been a few places. I've been to Germany. I used to be in the Army Reserves. Injured my back, had to get out. Went to TCU, Texas Christian University first. Was on the women's rifle team, and no, we didn't twirl rifles. We actually shot them. So, yeah, I'm a shooter. I like to shoot. I'm good with a rifle. I'm good with a shotgun. I'm like okay with a pistol. I need to work on my skills. So if you're not into guns, we're not gonna work out either. So you gotta be a good mix of like liberal and conservative like me, which is called independent, so that we I also agree in a woman's right to choose. I don't agree with abortion. I don't think I would ever have an abortion, but I agree with a woman's right to choose. So I'm gonna leave it on that. So you can decide whether or not these things are attractive to you or not attractive to you.